Well, when Jane, Marge, and Mr. Jackson opened up their Fourth at Bridge service, they advertised for personable young men who play bridge. Among those who answered the ad was Michael DeVere, young, handsome soldier of fortune who, unknown to the partners, can shuffle cards as he likes. This episode takes place about 10 o'clock the first night of the business in 3 scenes. The Fourth at Bridge office, Michael's hotel room, and then to the Ace's bungalow. But first to the office. Marge is at her desk as Mr. Jackson enters from the card room. Listen.
There's it, Paul. 10 o'clock.
Yes, Mr. Jackson, 10 o'clock, and all's not well, to put it mildly.
Yes, quite. I see what you mean.
I suppose you're going to suggest we call today. A very bad day, in fact, to say nothing of a very dull evening.
After all, my dear woman, we can't expect miracles, after all.
Yes, I know. The business is young. It takes time for the idea to catch on.
Quite.
Yes, I've been saying that to myself ever since 7 o'clock, sitting here reading all ads in the newspapers, wondering if anybody ever reads ads. And on the whole, becoming more and more discouraged by the hour.
Oh, now, come, old girl. Skip up a lip and all that, you know.
Well, you'd think we'd have one phone call, even if it was only somebody asking for details, but not a call.
My dear woman, we've only been open for business one day. Besides, there was a call that Mrs. Ace very nicely managed to let get away from her.
Yes, there was that call.
Of course, there'll be calls by the hundreds in a day or so. Messages down half of those girls, chin up.
Oh, my chin's up. I'm only wondering if I didn't lead with it when I opened this office. How's the kid behaving in there?
Beg your pardon?
Your bridge wigglers, how are they taking it? Have there been any signs of mutiny?
Oh, no, they're doing up quite well in these circumstances. Using themselves, playing bridge for very small stakes. One or two seemed a little perturbed that there haven't been any calls. But on the whole...
Perturbed? Is that all?
Well, I don't allow them to think very much about it. I handle it rather cleverly, if I do say so myself. You see, when I see them getting a little uneasy, I snip up another bridge problem and keep them occupied for the time being.
I hope you don't run out of big problems to hit us.
Oh, I shan't.
Well, I suppose we might as well close up here. There haven't been any calls until now. I don't suppose there'll be any start of a big firm this way. Better let him go home and tell him we expect better things tomorrow.
As a matter of fact, that's what I came to ask you. I wonder if you'd come in and say those 2 words to them.
Me? I can't make any speeches.
Oh, it's not a speech, Miss Hale. Just a few words of encouragement. I'm sure that just seeing a new face will stir them up no end. After all, there's not much instructive than looking at this florid countenance of mine. That's more like yourself, Miss Hale. I'm sure you'll be quite an inspiration to the boys. Besides, they'll be delighted to meet you. They haven't had the pleasure, you know.
Oh, but that's your department, not mine. I don't know what to say to him.
Oh, Dr. Chinop, South fellow, do or die for Oxford, you know.
I think that's a perfect speech. You suppose you know.
Oh, no. I want you to meet you. Come along, now.
Oh, yeah, it's against my better judgment. But if you insist...
Right you are. Just what they need. All right, gentlemen, on the feet. Attention, please. Mr. Mayor, would you mind looking this way? What is it? Somebody finally call up? No, I'm sorry to report there's been no calls as yet. Well, they'll wait for anybody to start a good thing now, isn't it? Quite right, Mr. Henderson. We appreciate that, sir. As I told you before, the business is new and the idea is novel. It takes time to build a KMBC. But that's aside from the point. Gentlemen, I want to present my senior partner, Miss Hale.
Good evening, gentlemen. Well,
This is Mr. Henderson, Miss Hale. How do you do?
Mr. Henderson?
This is Mr. Black. Glad to know you, Miss Hale.
Mr. Clark.
And this is Mr. Mayor. Hello, Miss Hale.
How do you do, Mr. Bear?
This is Mr. DeVere.
Oh, yes. Yes, I've met Mr. DeVere.
Yes, we've met. And in rapid succession, Mr. Stanley, Mr. Frederick, and Mr. Dennis.
How do you do, gentlemen?
How do you do, Miss Hale? Gentlemen, I've brought Miss Hale here to say a few words to you before dismissing you for the day. She realizes he's been camping with the bit, ready to carry the ball for Forfeit Bridge Incorporated. He comes his first win for your fame. I give you Miss Hale.
Mr. Jackson has a game a little more, but the idea is still there. And I won't be too windy because, well, to tell you the truth, I never made a speech before in my life. I only want to say that we really do expect big things of this business. And please don't judge it by this very dull day. Our advertisements have only been in the papers one day. Our radio advertising starts tomorrow. And I'm sure that once we get going, we'll have more customers than we can handle. In fact, I have a hunch that by this time tomorrow night, you'll all be playing bridge in various homes in the city. Yeah, that's about all, I guess. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.
Good night, Miss Hale.
Good night. See you tomorrow, Mr. Mayor.
I'm Henderson, Miss Hale.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm Mayor.
Of course I am sorry. Good night, Mr. Mayor.
Nice going, Miss Hale.
Oh, Mr. DeVere.
I like to order the pep talk.
Oh, did you? Oh, thank you.
It's rather late. Would you want me to see you home?
No, thanks. I'll just drive a taxi.
Oh, you don't live downtown, then?
Oh, no, I live with Mr. and Mrs. Ace. It's quite a way out.
Oh, I see.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow, won't we, Mr. DeVere?
Of course. What made you ask that?
Oh, well, I don't know. Of course we'll see you tomorrow.
Of course. Good night.
Good night, Mr. DeVere.
Well, I've locked up the outer office. Good night, Professor. Good night, Mr. DeVere. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't call me Professor. Been calling me Professor all evening. I won't have it.
How's your big day?
The word is very lucky. Very lucky.
Lucky?
Yes, holds more aces than kings than any man I ever saw. I only hope it keeps up in the second out of the time.
I hope so. I'll get my coat. How was my seat?
Splendid to tell you. It's splendid. Just what the boys need. Mike, where was you? I was beginning to worry about you. Worry about me? Oh, come on, Joe. You don't mean that. Well, I don't as a rule. I know you can always take care of yourself, Mike, but where do you think it's 4 o'clock? Well, it's a long story, Joe. In a word, I'm a gigolo. A gigolo? You? That's it. A bridge gigolo. I don't get it. What's the racket? Well, strangely enough, it isn't a racket. It's on the level. That ad you ran across this afternoon is legitimate. Well, is there any dough in it? I don't know. You don't know? You've been there all day to just now and you don't know? Hey, Mike, you ain't sick, are you? No, I'm quite well. Here's the idea, Joe. This company supplies bridge players for people looking for a forfeit bridge. The fee is $5 an evening. I get half. $2.50 for a whole night's play, but that isn't all. The money I win playing in that bridge game, I split with the professor. Who's the professor? Fellow named Jackson, bridge pro. Plays bridge by book. I played with him. It's a funny thing, Joe. With all the knowledge and rules and fine points, those books of top men like Jackson, they still have no defense against aces and kings. But you've got plenty of them. Oh, it's like taking the proverbial candy, Joe. A push over. How much did you win? Well, I didn't pay the money. You didn't play for... And you lost it. No, I'm not. I'm a little bewildered, but not sick. Now, let me get this straight, Mike. You say you're going to offer what to win at these here bridge games they send you out there? What's the idea, Joe? Well, that's a chance we're sitting pretty. We'll have a roll in no time. Looks like it, doesn't it, Joe? Sure, all we need to start is just enough to get out of this town. Once we get going, we'll be back in a big go again. What's your hurry, Joe? Hurry? Oh, you don't want to hang around this second town, do you? Only this morning you were saying you'd get anything to back in Paris again. That was this morning. Yeah, this morning. Joseph? We might learn to like it here. Oh, Mike, you're kidding. You don't mean... I'm tired, Joe. Do you mind? No, if you don't want to talk. But gee, Mike, the way you said this morning... I know, Joe, but tonight I'm going to come in, Joe. Hey, wait a minute. I don't like that look. Good night, Joe. I've seen that look too often. I've seen it in London. You had it once down in Italy, and the last time you had it was in Honolulu. Joseph, you're too wise to get on good. Okay, Mike, if you don't want to talk about it, but watch this step. You know we always wind up hopping a boat or something when you start looking like that.
Is that you, Mike? Yes, are you still up? Yeah, we're up. I've been sitting here worrying about the business. What happened? Nothing.
Hello, Mike.
Hello. Nothing. You mean nobody else called? Nobody called. Oh, you mean nobody else other than that call you handled? Nope, nobody else.
Well, Mike,
And if anybody says to me the business is young and it takes time for the idea to catch on, I'm going to throttle it with my bare hands. What's behind me? I don't understand how nobody calls up. Surely there's somebody in town that can't find a Fort Virginia. Of course there is, Sam, but it takes time. People have to get used to the idea of calling up for a
Oh,
Fort.
Mike, looks like you're in for a little suicide. Begin throttling now.
Well, it's a hangover from the speech I made this evening.
Steve, you made... What kind of a speech?
Oh, Mr. Jackson insisted that I say a few words to his bridge players before dismissing them for the night. Cheer them up and all that.
Oh, I said they'd go over.
Well, poor fellows had to like it. Coming from the boss, what could they do? You made a speech in front of all of us. I did. Well, how do you like it? Oh, Jackson? Oh, fine. No, I mean Michael. Michael? Well, what makes you ask that? Well, he's the handsomest fellow I think I ever saw. Oh, really? Well, how would you like to know the handsomest fellow you ever saw? I asked if he could see me home. Did you?
Who is it, Michael? That's all I've been hearing all
Well,
evening.
where is he? Why didn't you bring him in with you? Bring him in with me? Well, he didn't bring me home. Well, now you just say I said he asked if he could see me home. I told him no. You told him? Darn hard to get, huh? I know. Familiarity breeds a camp.
A camp?
Yes, you really say that. Oh, you can have Mike.
Well, Michael DeVere seems to be making quite an impression. And before the big business really gets going when next you meet the Easy Aces.